Hello everyone, I'm Haz0212 and in today's video I'm gonna show you the latest news for Darkzone Breaktrough. Today is 25th of May 2022. Let's get started. Alright, as usual, here are the titles in Chinese, so this is gonna be 1 post, 2 post, 3 and 4. Now I'm gonna show you the translations. For the titles, of course. So starting with Darkzone economics, the projectile changes in the season lets us understand these tactical weapons from 3 days ago. Then we have Ultimate Test Player feedback collection, feedback followed by one sec, I set the complete other picture. T7 Warrior, the Darkzone Breakout Challenge finals came to an end, and the passerby Wang T7 team won the championship. And last but not least, All Leather Armory sent as qualification detailed explanation of the all-around king of the firearms in the dark area. The Assault Rifle Family, Part 1. So let's start with the first one. The projectile changes in the new season lets us understand these tactical weapons. Darkzone Breaktrough 2022, 22nd of May 2022, 12 o'clock, posted on Hubei. Hello fellow pioneers and welcome to the issue of Darkzone Economics. In the previous economics program, Laupai once talked to you about the use of projectiles. But with the change of versions, not only more tactical props have been added to the dark area, but also the damage of some important projectiles, such as fragmentation grenades. The rules of calculation have also changed a lot. Therefore, today Laupai will recombine the basic knowledge of throwing objects and how to use each throwing object and help you review this required course on the road to becoming a master of the dark area. Projectile Basics. First, let's take a look at what projectiles there are. After the ultimate test is open, there are a total of 9 types of projectiles in the Dark Zone, among which fragmentation grenades and offensive grenades can cause area damage and have terrifying instant explosive power. Molotov cocktails and tear gas can generate an area that causes continuous damage, which is suitable for blocking the enemy. Finally, there are tactical projectiles that provide various auxiliary effects, smoke bombs, flash bombs. Excuse me, I don't know what that sound was. It came from my PC. Give me a sec. Okay, it was just a random error message, don't know why. Let's continue. Auxiliary effects, smoke bombs, flashes, shock bombs, and footstep generators. Although they will not cause direct damage, they can interfere with the enemy's actions when used properly, to create a good battle scene for your own side. Then we have the Astatin grenade, the fragment grenade, and the offensive grenade. Then we have the tear gas, Molotov cocktail, and smoke, followed by the shock bomb, flashbang, footstep generator, flashbang and the footstep generator. There are a total of 9 types of projectiles for pioneers to choose from. And here are them again. How to get projectiles. The most direct way to obtain is to loot it in the grenade box in the battle situation and bring it out. And some rocks and boys in the boy group will also carry some with them. While outside the battle situation, the pioneers can buy required throws in the market thing. You can buy the required projectiles in the market. What are the throwing objects? We have direct damage. Grenades are the most deterrent projectiles in the dark area. They rely on explosions to effectively kill the enemy. They are especially suitable for dealing with opponents hidden behind bunkers or in rooms. There are currently 3 types of grenades in the Dark Zone. The M67 Fragmentation Grenade, the Mk1 Fragmentation Grenade, and the GHO2 Offensive Grenade. After the fragmentation grenade explodes, a large number of fragments will be scattered around, which will not only cause damage to body parts, but also cause wounds with a high probability and cause tinnitus to enemies within a certain range. As a note, not only to enemies, but also to yourself. I like the tinnitus and also the damage. The current version of a frag grenade damage can be reduced by bulletproof vests and helmets. The damage reduction effect is related to the bulletproof level and durability, but the durability of the armor will be reduced after the damage is settled. Cover can block fragments of frag grenades if parts of the body is exposed outside the cover. Only the thunderbolt area will be damaged by the fragments. Even if you don't dodge in time, lying down can also reduce injuries. That is, the smaller the exposed area of the body, the smaller the damage. Oh, interesting. However, offensive grenades that mainly rely on shock waves to cause damage can deal damage to vanguards within the explosion range, including vanguards behind cover. Oh, interesting. But the damage is greatly reduced after cover. I see. And ignore armor protection, which is a new addition to this test mechanism. You can pay attention to it. Okay, so the offensive grenade, this thing, where is it? This thing, this can go through walls, basically, because it uses a shock effect and not specially fragmentation effect. Alright, so let's continue. We got the M67 Fragmentation Grenade. Did I forget something? No. Reference unit price around 1000. It's a throwing weapon basic information. Effective delay, other parameter, armor damage, fragment quantity. So it has 3 to 4 seconds to explode. You can see the stats. The grenade using small prefabricated fragments can break the steel shell into extremely small fragments when it explodes, and the damage range is large, but the penetration ability to armor is relatively general. As the most common grenade in the dark area, the M67 Fragmentation Grenade has the largest effective range in the grenade, but its disadvantage is that the armor strength is relatively general, so it is suitable for use in outdoor scenes. Then we got the MK One Frag Grenade, like the World War I, I think. Use this type of grenades, but I'm not sure. Or two, like these pineapple shapes. A grenade that uses the large prefabricated fragments on the shell as the main damage method, so the penetration power to the armor is higher, and the corresponding damage range will be lower. Okay, so this causes more damage, but the area is smaller. The MK1 Fragmentation Grenade had a smaller effective range than the M67 Fragmentation Grenade, but has a higher armor piercing ability and is suitable for dealing with enemies who are not easy to run away from dead ends, and has stricter requirements on the timing and throwing. See the Instant Thunder section below. Then we have the 3H2 Offensive Grenade. Fragment-free offensive grenade loaded with a large amount of gunpowder will generate a strong shockwave after the explosion, which can damage the enemy behind the bunker. The damage principle of GHO2 offensive grenades is different from that of fragmentation grenades, so it can not only cause damage through cover, but also ignore armor reduction and cause equal damage to the whole body. But the damage value will be lower than that of a fragmentation grenades. Using the characteristics of the offensive grenades, damage ignoring armor and being able to penetrate the wall, before using the offensive grenade, judging the enemy's position behind the wall, you can achieve the unexpected first attack effect. Continuous damage. The role of continuous damage projectiles is mainly reflected in restricting the enemy's movement, forcing a position or blocking the road by creating an area that can continuously cause damage. When surrounded by enemies, especially men's group, using Molotov cocktails or tear gas can prevent the enemy from entering for a long time. And buy some time to prepare when attacking enemies in the room. It can also achieve a better forcing effect than grenades. Inactive material throwing tester. A glass bottle filled with liquid fuel, ignited and thrown to create a burning area. The effective range of the incendiary bottle is large, and it can create a burning area that lasts for 12 seconds. The fire will cause continuous and high damage to the enemy. Then we get the GL-F4 tear gas. Tear gas smoke bombs which irritate the lungs when inhaled, cause violent coughing, cause burns after eye contact, and temporarily impair vision. The GLE-F4 tear gas grenade has a special effect being thrown. It will release an irritating gas that causes damage and lung damage for 80 seconds, which is actually a lot. Players in it will continue to lose chest health and gain the lung damage debuff that reduces their maximum stamina. But this damage is not fatal. In addition, the GLE-F4 tear gas can temporarily impair vision and reduce visual range. Of course, this effect can be partially offset by gas masks. The new combat combination mask, designed by Gulair Industries with larger eyepieces than the previous generation, is a full face mask. The double-threaded connection adapter provides the tightest protection. SH4 type gas mask, strong antivirus and anti-flash effect. Accessibility. Auxiliary projectiles do not cause damage to enemies but can provide various auxiliary functions to help Vanguard win battles more easily. We have first the M84 flashbang. Able to create a large area of bring light, and those who look directly at explode will temporarily blend it without protection. When the M84 flashbang explodes, it can cause a short-term blindness effect on the enemy who looks directly at it, and has a short-term tinnitus effect. After being blinded, the vision will be completely blocked, but the blinding effect will gradually fade over time. Gas mask with anti-glare effect can reduce the effect of blindness effects. Turning your head quickly when you hear the sound of flashbang in the game can also avoid being blinded. Z3 Shock Bomb. In the Z3 Shock Bomb grenade is a projectile similar to the flash grenade that also briefly blinds the Vanguard facing the direction of the explosion. However, in addition to strong light, it can also make a huge noise, and even if the enemy within its range does not look directly at the explosion, it will fall into the state of tinnitus for a relatively long time and greatly reduce the movement speed. As you can see, it halves the movement speed, basically. Then we got the X5 Footstep Generator. X5 Footstep Generator with 60 grams. A small speaker converted from a discorded radio, which can be thrown and stuck anywhere, and the random footstep played continuously in the device can effectively mislead the enemy. The X5 Footstep Generator is a special prop that can mislead the enemy through sound. Its front is guarded by a piece of soft rubber that sticks to a point of contact, including walls. It then continues to make footsteps for 80 seconds, confusing enemies. It's important to note that the X5 Footstep Generator sound is very irregular, and it only takes a while for an experienced pioneer to recognize it. At the same time, it will also flash a more obvious red light. It is recommended to throw it towards some corners that are not easy to be found when using it, so as to prevent it from being noticed and damaged prematurely. Then we got the M80 Smoke Grenade, able to create thick smoke areas to cover combatants or specific targets. The M80 Smoke Grenade creates a large area of smoke that obstructs vision, and Drox and Men's group do not shoot through the smoke. Therefore, when fighting in dangerous areas, this feature can be used to improve operational safety. The edges of the smoke are not completely invisible, like the middle, so we can also use the edges of the smoke as cover to shoot. Throwing skills. Translucent Parabola. When switching to the throw and pressing the throw button, the parabola shown in translucency is visible. But a bullet is not completely accurate. Molotov cocktails and footstep generators will take effect directly at the landing point, while other projectiles will have a certain delay before taking effect. You can view them on the projectile interface, and will depend on the inertia according to the force of the projectile. Scroll a view down. You can switch between high and low tosses when throwing. This is not exactly true. I will talk about later why not. The height and throw distance of the high throw is higher and farther than the low throw, which is suitable for dealing with distant enemies. The low throw angle is lower and the speed is faster, and it basically flies in a straight line after the throw, which is more suitable for use when throwing at close range. Most projectiles can be restocked by pressing the cancel throw button before they are completely thrown. However, some projectiles such as grenades, flash grenades and smoke bombs have a special button that is eject the grip. After a grip is ejected, the fuse will be triggered and the projectile cannot be unthrown to recover. If you hold it in your hand, hold it in your hand and throw it after a few seconds, it can create an instant blast that gives enemies no time to dodge. Throw can be cancelled before the grip is released. Pop out the grip piece and wait for a moment to throw an instant thunderbolt. And I will show the GIFs. Oops, I went too fast. Oops, again too fast. Okay, so this is like you can cancel it and then eject straight away, and then you get this. Okay, let's continue. Pop out the grip piece and wait for a moment to throw an instant thunderbolt. At the same time, it should be noted that the fuse time of grenade is 3 to 4 seconds. It must be thrown at before this time. Don't miscalculate the time and trap yourself, while flashbangs and smoke bombs have shorter fuse times. Pioneers can click on the projectiles to view detailed information. Okay, so the above is the whole content of this issue of Darkzone Economics for these throwing objects. If you have any unique understanding and usage skills, you can share them in the comments. I am Lopai, we will be in the next issue. Bye. What is Darkzone Breaktrough? Click to learn about renaming. Pre-order the game package, click to learn more. Click to read the original text to get more official latest information. WeChat Suisuku Darkzone Breaktrough reservation game. Follow the official account to get the latest news, and here's the QR code. Okay, next pick. Ultimate Test Player Feedback Collection. Darkzone Breaktrough 2022, 23rd of May, 12 o'clock, posted on Hubei. Dear District Pioneer, thank you to all the pioneers for thank you to all the pioneers for participating in this ultimate test. The current game is in the final testing period and the overall game content is still being adjusted and explored. The options of the pioneers are very important to us. In response to the feedback from the pioneers in this test, we plan to start planning online communication and special seminars to communicate more directly and in-depth with the pioneers, and provide important reference, guidance for subsequent product optimization. We sincerely invite all pioneers to fill in the following feedback questionnaire and invite all Darkzone pioneers to actively feedback real game information and feelings, so as to provide more information for our discussion. Long press to identify the QR code below to fill in the questionnaire. Here is the QR code. Oops. Questionnaire filling time from now on until 24th on May 24 o'clock until 24th, so it's already over basically, because today is 25th. After this questionnaire is collected, we will start planning online communication and special seminars as soon as possible to further optimize the game experience. I sincerely thank all the pioneers for their love and support of the Dark Area, and I look forward to seeing you in a better Dark Area. What is Darkzone Breaktrough? Click to learn about renaming. Pre-order game package, click to learn about renaming. Click to read the original text to get more official latest information. WeChat search Q Darkzone Breaktrough pre-order game. And here's the QR code. Pay attention to the public number to get the latest entertainment judgment. And next pick. The Darkzone Breaktrough Challenge Finals came to an end, and the Passerby King T7 team won the championship. Darkzone Breaktrough 2022, 23rd of May, 12 o'clock, posted on Hubei. The finals of the Dark Breakout Arena Challenge came to a successful conclusion on May 17th in the final. The T7 narrowly defeated the professional team representing the Qingjiu team by 1 point. The passersby's Wang Xiangzheng finally successfully won the championship of the Ring Challenge. While congratulating the T7 team, let us review this exciting and intense game together and applaud all the players for their outstanding performance in the finals. Pepperman champion Dark Planning appearance for professional teams gathered to cheer. I'm not sure if this one had a video in it or not. I assume it had, but not sure, not quite sure. Let me check it. No video. No video either. Okay. Oh, oops. The district is planning to appear four professional teams together to cheer. Before the start of the game, Dark Area Planning and the 4 major professional teams gathered on the scene to cheer the players. The Dark Area Plan reviewed the highlight operations of the players in the 4 weekly finals and brought a series of actual combat skills from the perspective of unexperienced players. For example, multi-angle flanking can be used in room attack. High point sniper can be used in room defense, and how to deploy and control the low point. 3-dimensional defense strategy of the peripheral detection point, etc. Darkzone Breakout, true hardcore shooting. Darkzone Breakout, oh. You seriously had those microphones? Damn. The 4 major professional teams, the Tianba, QG, LGD, and Xingjiu, heated up the atmosphere of their arena with a fancy do-it-yourself show. In the exhibition match, the players of each team were combined in 4 outfits, including full outfit, half outfit, sniper, and knife, to complete for the total value of the spawns brought out by each team in a single round. During the confrontation, the LGD team players squatted beside the box fishing and eliminated the Tianba team players who were greedy for supplies. The Tianba team players used grenades to eliminate fully equipped opponents. The players of the Lovelong team pinched the stopwatch to accurately step on the point and withdrew smoothly. The professional players who got rid of the pressure of winning and losing completely released themselves and played many interesting and wonderful operations. In the end, the Xingjiu team won the trophy with a total value of 48.3 thousand, showing their absolute strength to advance to the finals. I know for a fact that we represent 1,000, for just so far I know. Reversal 5-game confrontation is full of surprises. In the subsequent finals, several advanced teams King, T7, TGL, and Xingjiu launched off 5 innings of confrontation. They tried their best to win the championship. The first game of the finals started the form and the members of Qingjiu and TGL faced off in the motel. The TGL team chose to be the first to break the deadlock and eliminated a member of the King team to tier the defense. However, due to the follow-up rush strategy, the King team player, King Wailan, used M110 to quickly kill 2 players. The Xingjiu team took advantage of the snipe and clam competition, used gunshots and footstep information to accurately cut into the battlefield to harvest the final game, eliminated the remaining players of the 2 teams, and established the victory of the game. At the end of the first round, the point of the 4 teams are Xingjiu team 9 points, T7 team 5 points, King team 4 points, and TGL team 2 points. The first King Vyram won the full double play, and I think this one had a GIF. This one was a GIF. Yes, you can see it. So this guy eliminates 1. So there's 1. And I can't see where the second one is, but it doesn't matter. Let's continue reading. In the second game of the finals, the Kinju team played steadily and brought out high-value trophies to further widen the point difference. But the next confrontation in the third game ushered in a reversal. In the third game of the finals, the King team started to exert its strength. Two players took the lead in focusing on the spawns to break through, and other two players squatted and guarded the evacuation points such as the Hunter Channel and Artificial Lake, and successfully eliminated the remaining sporadic opponents in the three-way melee and won the game. Lots of supplies. At this point, the 10-point gap between Xinju and King was reduced to 3 points. At the end of the third round, the points of the four teams are Xinju team 21 points, King team 18 points, T7 team 14 points, and TGL team 4 points. Poor TGL. The third King's return was cleverly armed with guns and sneak attacks. So you can see that here. Let's continue reading. In the confrontation on the Valley map, in the fourth round, the T7 team clarified its own strategy. After quickly clearing up the men's team and taking the leader's token, they chose to evacuate as soon as possible. Facing the pursuit of the other three teams, he gave up one to protect the third, leaving the team member T7 Jiahao to face the enemy alone. T7 Jiahao, who shouldered the heavy responsibility of broken after, not only did not fall, but also scored a lot of elimination points in the confrontation. In the end, the entire T7 team broke through, and the points of the top team in love for a long time quickly narrowed. At the end of the fourth round, the points of the four teams are Xinju team 31 points, T7 team 23 points, King team 20 points, TGL team 6 points. And here is another GIF. Yeah, continue. Reading. The fifth round of the after the fourth game, T7 Jiahao broke one wave of elimination points. The fifth round of the match point game still started in the valley, and the championship battle between the T7 team and the Kinju team gradually became intensified. They almost snaked TGL team by virtue of their equipment advantages and won a key elimination point. Lost for a long time, the team and the King team suffered losses in the confrontation, and the result was not in good condition and was harvested by the T7 team that came last. In this round, the T7 team collected loot worth 44.3 thousand in a single round, setting a record for the highest material value in the finals. After the 5 rounds of confrontation, the total points of the 4 teams are points: Xinju team 35 points, King team 21 points, TGL team 6 points. The T7 team fought back against the Jedi and successfully overtook the Jedi with a 1-point advantage. Stage 5 challenge finals, countdown to scatter, blah blah blah. T7 Jiahao cracked key elimination point. As you can see. The Road and Calm are both the T7 team won the championship with honor. Through the 5-game finals, the T7 team deserved to win the championship. Not only did they have a very clear combat strategy, but they took evacuation and preservation of supplies as the first priority. Moreover, he always maintained a very calm mentality, and the decision after leaving one person in the 4th game was even more clever, laying the groundwork for the comeback in the final game. In the end, the T7 team won the Ring Challenge Finals Championship with a total of 36 points. The overall standings are, here you can see the point. Yeah, TGL definitely lost this match. Rip them. The ceremony, with the glory of the T7 team winning the championship, Darkzone Breaktrough Arena Challenge is in progress. The ceremony is over. During the month-long competition, countless pioneers, dark drank their sweat and blood on the battlefield in the Darkzone, and the 4 ace teams that advanced to the finals did their best to create one after another highlight moments in the Darkzone. In the future, the Darkzone will hold more competitive events to provide a stage for more passerby Wang Xianfeng to show their strengths. Lopai also believes that more and more pioneers will join a competition in the Darkzone, creating countless exciting and wonderful operations. Let's look forward it together. What is Darkzone Breakout? Click to learn about renaming. Yacht Game Gift Pack. Click to learn about renaming. Click to read the original text to get more official latest information. WeChat search Q Darkzone Breaktrough. Pre-order the game. Guan Hyun official account gets the latest news. And here's the QR code. Right. Last article. Send test qualification. Detailed explanation of the all-round king of firearms in the dark area, the Assault Rifle family, part 1. Darkzone Breaktrough 2022, 24th of May, 12 o'clock. Posted on Hubei. Hello fellow pioneers, I'm Lopai, and today I want to introduce to you the mainstay of Darkzone weapons, the Assault Rifle. Assault rifles are the most widely used and frequently used weapons in the Darkzone. At present, there are 11 assault rifles in the dark area, ranging from AK series that accompany you as soon as you enter the dark area to the H14 and H416 and M4A1 that are common in high-end bureaus. Next, Lopai will analyze the positioning and specific data of such weapons for everyone to help you get started faster. Due to limited space, Lopai will introduce 2 issues according to the type of firearms. This issue will focus on the AK series and fall. Advantage. The first major advantage of assault rifle. Rifles can be switched between... is comprehensive. All assault rifles can be switched between fully automatic and semi-automatic fire modes, and have an effective range for exceeding that of a submachine gun and not low rate of fire. As long as you are willing to invest in changing guns, many assault rifles can take into account the needs of the long-distance combat. The second advantage is that the hip-fire stability is high. Most assault rifles have a hip-fire stability of more than 70, making them excellent in close encounters. The third advantage is that the upper limit of modification is high. Due to the versatility of accessories and the variety of choices, you can carry out various special modifications to the assault rifle, according to our own needs, and greatly improve various attributes. In other gun types, only a few weapons can do this. For example, MPX in submachine guns or the Mini 14 in the carbines. Shortcoming. After talking about the advantages, let's talk about the disadvantages of the assault rifle. The low recoil control attribute is the biggest disadvantage of the assault rifle, especially the relatively cheap assault rifle such as AK. It is difficult to perfectly press the gun during automatic shooting. In order to improve recoil control, the required investment is very high. Actually, it doesn't matter that much. It's not that high, in my opinion. The second is that the automatic fire consumes the ammunition very quickly. You need to prepare a large magazine to ensure the battery life, and the price of high piercing bullets is not cheap. Thirdly, although the overall strength of assault rifles is good, there is a gap in DPS in melee combat. Submachine guns and shotguns, and in long-range bolt action and shooter rifles, the accuracy is insufficient. Awareness creates opportunities, firearm properties. So starting with the AK-74U. Basic information: fire mode is semi-auto and full auto. Ammo caliber is the 5.45 by 39mm. Rate of fire is 500 and the effective range is 60 meters. Magazine capacity is 10 rounds or 30 rounds by default, or 60 rounds and even the 95 rounds standard mags. Acquisition method is in-game search, Rogue Road market purchase, or obtained from Vladron. You can see its stats. The AK-74U is the most entry-level assault rifles in the Darkzone and can often be found in the hands of rocks. It is actually a small version of the Akm. With a foldable stock and a shorter barrel, the lower rate of fire and the lower cost. However, due to its low basic recoil control properties, it is quite difficult to control the gun. While the 5.45 by 39mm ammo it uses is quite powerful, it is only recommended for transitions early in the season with PS or PP rounds. In terms of modification, you can give priority to replacing the mechanical sight with a single sight. And the sight is heavy, and you can cry DT something. With a single sight and then install a silencer. It is a bit extravagant to change the PT rear support. Change the handguard and add the front whip or change the 60-round magazine and other advanced modifications. It is better to use the AK-74N directly, which uses the same caliber. Okay, Akm. Fire basic information. Fire mode is semi-auto / full auto. Ammo is the caliber 7.62 by 39 millimeter. Rate of fire is 600 and the effective range is 90 meters. How to obtain? You can obtain magazine capacity is 10 round or the 30 round by default. Excuse me. But we also have 40 round, 50 round, 73 round and 75 round extended mags. Didn't even know that. Damn. How to obtain? Via in-game search, loot and drop, market purchase, or contact from Fradron. So this is the Akm Assault Rifle. You can see the stats. Akm is also an early positioning assault rifle. Its various attributes are improved compared to the 74U. The vertical recoil is slightly lower, especially the range is increased by 30 meters, and the versatility is significantly improved. The 7.62 caliber bullets are generally higher than the 5.45 caliber bullets, making it easier to deal with early enemies. However, the recoil control of Akm is still relatively low, and it is more laborious to directly use the original version to press the gun. In terms of modification, the first thing to consider is the addition of sights and silencers. If you are willing to invest further, you can consider replacing the default wooden stock with an 81 stock and replacing the rear grip with a light AK rear grip. This is a cost-effective choice which effectively improves ergonomics and recoil control. And then consider replacing handguard and installing force grip. Right, next weapon is AK-74N. Basic information: the fire mode is semi-auto and full auto. Ammo caliber is the 5.45 by 39mm, and the rate of fire is 600 and the effective range is 80 meters. Magazine capacity is the 10 round, then we have the 30 round by default, but also the 60, 95 and 100 round extended magazines. How to get it? Search in game, loot drop, market purchase or contact Fradron. The AK-74N is an evolved version of Akm, which has been comprehensively improved in basic attributes, especially recoil control, and can also play well in the middle of the season. Most of the transformation ideas on this gun are exactly the same as that of Akm, and most of the accessories are universal, except for the magazine. The basic modification adds sights, silencers, and the advanced modification changes the stock handguard, rear grip, and large magazine, and adds the foregrip. But don't push. However, it is not recommended for everyone to put the best gun stocks, such as carbine industrial stocks and accessories on the 74N. Its 600 rate of fire and 80 range are still far from AR assault rifles, so it is fully changed to 74N. The upper limit is also not high enough. AK-102 or 102. Basic information: fire mode is semi-auto / full auto ammo. It uses full auto. Ammo caliber, it uses the 5.56 by 45mm. So it uses the 5.56. 56. Rate of fire is 600 and the effective range is 80. Magazine capacity is 30 rounds by default, but you also can get the 60 round extended magazine. Obtaining method is in-game search, rock drop, market purchase, or contact from lead run to obtain. The AK-110, why I'm saying 110 every time, 102 has the highest basic attributes in the current AK series, but the bullet caliber used is the 5.46 by 45 meters, which is the same as the top assault rifles in such as the M4A1 or the H416. Generally speaking, in the middle and late season, the price of 5.56 bullets is much more expensive than the 5.45 bullets used in 74N. So many pioneers do not often use this AK, but prefer to directly use the M4A1 with a higher rate of fire. Anyway, same bullet. But there are some rocks in the front line, fortresses and TV stations. Where's TV stations mentioned? Some rocks will use this weapon, and it is very delicious to unload a bullet after defeating it. The modification idea of this gun is generally the same as of that of the AK-74N, so I will not repeat it. We only need to pay attention to the cost and cost performance. Then we got the fall. Basic information: fire mode is semi-auto / full auto. For ammo caliber, it used the 7.62 by 51 millimeter. Rate of fire is 630. The effective range is 124 meters. Magazine capacity is 20 rounds by default, or we have extended to 30 rounds or even the 50 rounds. How to obtain? Via in-game search, drop from elite rocks, market purchase, or contact Randolph Fisher. And this is the fall. The fall has the longest effective range and the highest accuracy of any assault rifle. The power of the 7.62 by 51 millimeter bullets used is also large enough, and it has a great advantage in the gun. Generally, 4th level M80 bullets can meet the needs, but the budget is sufficient. Consider the more luxurious options, such as the M62 or even the M61. The flaw in the ointment is that the original fall recoil control is relatively low, and a lot of resources needs to be invested to ensure that the gun can be stabilized during long distance bursts. In terms of modification, the primary modification only needs to replace the casing. Add a front grip. Generally, everyone prefers a light foregrip or tilt forward. However, such a fall is only suitable for close combat. If you want to take into account of the long distance, you need to consider installing a high power mirror and make a deep modification. The sights can be replaced with full confrontable rear grip to improve ergonomics. The default stock is upgraded to a full special stock, or an adapter can be used to use other more sophisticated AR universal stock. The muzzle is equipped with a DT adapter and 46. Oh my god, I lost. 46 accessory is added to enhance the waist shot. The default 20 round magazine may have a longer battery life. Consider bringing 2 30 round magazines or 1 50 round magazine and 1 20 round magazine into the battlefield. After such a modification, the fully modified fall is already one of the most threatening assault rifles in the Darkzone. The above is the entire introduction of the AK series and fall assault rifles. In the next issue, Lopai will continue to introduce the AR series of firearms and fully understand the entire Dark Area assault rifle family. If the pioneers have any other experience in using them with Lopai in the message area, see you in the next issue. Test eligibility. Test qualification. The giveaway is coming again. Answer the question correctly and you will have a chance to get it. Listen to the question. How many how to say this? Listen to the question. How many assault rifles are there in the Dark Zone? Just send the answer, one Arabic number, to the background of the official account, and the answer is correct. And the order is a multiple of 200. For example, the 400, 600, or 800 person will get something. Get to 100, first come, first served. Congratulations, Darkzone Breaktrough, congratulations, you are the first person to answer correctly. This task verification code or goes to the public accounts. What is Darkzone Breaktrough? Click to learn about changing the name. Pre-order the game package to learn more. Click the original text to get more official latest information, which is search Q Darkzone Breaktrough reservation game. And here's the QR code. And that was it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something that you didn't know before. Feel free to react, comment, like, dislike, subscribe, ring notification bell if you want. It's up to you. I'm not forcing you. And I will see you next time. Bye.